Hi, I'm Shauna. This is Shauna's World. Welcome back to my channel where I make videos about living intentionally. If that sounds like something you might be interested in, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Today I'm going to be running the Carsington Water Half Marathon. It's Shauna Fallon. Yeah, Fallon. F-A-L-L-O.
Okay, so it's your race number.
Great, thank you. It's my first race in a long time and it's a freezing cold day. I've just arrived, just picked up my race number. I've got 3333, all the threes, which feels like it must be some kind of angel number, good fortune, setting me in good stead for this race. It's, really cold, -2, but the sun's out. Okay, the race is starting in about 20 minutes. I'm going on this complete emotional roller coaster. Like, some moments I'm really excited and I'm like, this is going to be so much fun. And at other points I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it. But my only goals for this race are to do my best and have fun. Training hasn't gone to plan the last couple of weeks.
Today, big circles go forward now.
As the crowds of runners gathered at the start line, I edged towards the back of the pack and tried to make a decision about which pacer I wanted to try and stay with.
Fantastic race, good luck everybody. Be careful with those icy spots. Going up those hills.
So I'm about a kilometre in, feeling really good given how training's been the last few weeks. My lungs were really hurting my last few runs after a cough. So yeah, just glad to be feeling alright. For now I'm trying to keep up with the 2 hour 20 pacer. Who knows if that'll last. We'll see. So about 3.5 kilometres in, I've lost the 220 pacer guy because his flag was coming off or something, and then he was sorting it out. Now I don't know what pace I'm going, but just keeping at it, feeling alright. It's really good vibes, beautiful scenery. Okay, so I just hit 5k, which means I just have to do that again 3 more times and a little bit more. That's random math for you. I am feeling better than expected and hope it continues.
When you come back round to that finish line moment, 1 lap to go to finish off your half marathon this morning. Keep those energy levels high, keep those spirits high.
So the first 5 miles or so of the run was an out and back one way around the reservoir. Then we've gone back on ourselves and now looping around the other way. And we're going through this beautiful woodland bit now. It's very misty, so you don't get open views. Race fuel is cherry Twizzlers, because I've just been to America, looked them up, 23 grams of carbs per Twizzler. So I just hit 11k, which means 10k to go, 2 park runs. Still feeling okay, my lungs are burning a little bit, but it's going to be alright, it's going to be alright. Okay, so the 220 pacer just pulled ahead of me for the first time since the beginning, and I'm not going to try and catch him up. He's way ahead, and I think I've slowed down quite a lot now. Thank you. So I've gotten to walking on the uphills part in the run, but still pretty strong on the flat and the downhill. but overall my legs are feeling heavier, my lungs are hurting, but only about 7.5 kilometers to go. In there, just hit the 10-mile point, so that means 5k to go to the end. One park run, one 5k, and then it's done. 17k in, 4k to go, and I'm recognising this from when we did the out and back at the beginning, just past the same water station. There are, I think, 4 water stops around the course, so I've barely needed to use my own water. And the marshals are absolutely lovely. Okay, 2k to go, so nearly there. I'm finding it really hard, but I know it's nearly over. It's been lots of icy patches, it's been really challenging. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing it. I'm crossing the finish line. Yeah. My wonderful cheer squad. I did it. I can't believe I finished it. Yeah, I mean a half marathon has historically been relatively easy for me just to get around, and it's not like my time was fast, but I'm just remembering 5 months ago I was lying in bed unable to walk, and to get back to this and being able to run a half marathon, and I thought I was going to be somewhere between 2 hours 45 and 3 hours, and I think I was under 2.5 hours, which I know by most people's standards is really slow. But for me, yeah, I'm just really proud of it. I'm really proud with how it's gone. I really enjoyed myself. My lungs hurt, my legs hurt, but it was so worth it. I realised my face is a little bit frozen now, so I'm speaking a little bit funny, but I'm just very, very happy. So what a half marathon that was, and I just thought I'd share a few reflections on it after the fact. I haven't run a lot of half marathons in my life, actual official races, and it's probably the most enjoyable one I've done. The route was stunning. It was, so round Carsington Reservoir, this beautiful reservoir in the Midlands. And the route was fairly flat, but undulating enough to keep it interesting and entertaining and a bit more challenging. The day of the half marathon, it was -2 degrees. It was absolutely freezing. The ground was frosty and icy, and that kind of made it a little bit more mystical. You had this kind of fog over the reservoir, but it did mean the views were not great, because you can get really beautiful views across there, but it did have this really sort of magical effect about it. I do think there's a good chance that they could have cancelled the half marathon, just because there were loads of really icy patches that were a bit unsafe to run on. But they did it really well. There were always marshals there to tell you that it was icy and to slow down and be careful and the bits to avoid. So that was really good. The event was run by the company Run Through, and I think they did a really good job of it. I think I paid £26 or £28 for it, which felt about right, but I thought it was really well organised. The marshals were really lovely, registration was easy. It all just seemed to run really smoothly, everyone was in good spirits, it was an enjoyable day out. The medal at the end was quite a fun, Christmassy one, and there were some goodies at the end, but no tat, just kind of edible and drinkable stuff. So that was good. I hate when you get goodie bags full of things you don't want. But yeah, this was really good freebies at the end. As I think I reflected at the end of the race, it was a really good one for me personally as well, in terms of getting back to racing after having a really turbulent year with my health. It was kind of a gateway into bigger things and more challenging things, because it was fairly flat, it was fairly short. And I've got a 50-kilometre and a 50-mile coming up in 2024. But I was really pleased with how it went for me. I know I'm not running super fast times, but when you're aiming for ultras anyway, it's not about speed. And the fact that I just had such a good time and felt so good in myself when I'd had a really turbulent year with my health, and yeah, had a cough and a cold leading up to it. I just feel really fortunate with how the whole thing went. So overall, if you're interested in the race, I would really recommend the Carsington Half Marathon. They also run a 10K on the same day. And if an icy December run doesn't feel up your street, they do actually run the event a few times a year. So you could probably find a spring one, maybe a summer one. I'm not sure how exactly when they run them. But I'll link the race in the description below and you can see any other events you might want to attend. So all I'm going to say now is thank you so much for watching and coming along on my run with me. I've enjoyed having you here, and if you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more running content and all things intentional living, please subscribe to my channel, and you can also see more on Instagram, where you can follow me at Shauna's World, which I'll put on the screen below. So with that, I'll just say thank you again for being here. It's really, really great to have you along. I've enjoyed making this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.